A few days remain until France heads to the polls for that next crucial vote to choose its next president. The gap between the two contenders has narrowed a bit, although it's been changing all the time. It's thought a significant number of voters, though, have yet to make their minds up. That's the crucial bit. Next, then, RT's Daniel Hawkins with the latest from the presidential battleground.
In the week following the first round of the election, Macron did see a slight drop in support by around 3 to 5 percentage points, with Le Pen seeing a similar increase in support. But these numbers, of course, are quite small. Macron does retain a strong lead. Where the interesting numbers do come in is through voter turnout and also through voter abstention. Of course, the other main defeated candidates, François Fillon and Benoît Hamon, called on their voters to give their vote to Macron. Where the interesting thing does come in is with Mélenchon. He refused to tell his voters really to vote decisively either way. And his party, Insoumis France, recently carried out a survey of voting intention among their supporters. Now, it's worth pointing out immediately that voting for Le Pen was not an option in that survey. So we just don't know how many of them, if any, will vote for the former Front National leader. But we do know that 36% say they would cast a blank ballot paper. Another 29% saying they would abstain altogether, so waste their vote as well, with 35% saying they would vote for Emmanuel Macron. Now, actually, these numbers have worried and angered many pundits and analysts who said that an abstention or a spoiled vote is a vote for Le Pen, and have accused Mélenchon by encouraging his voters to do so, of facilitating effectively Le Pen's potential rise to power.
As often with Mélenchon, the extreme left favours the extreme right. It's irresponsible and unworthy of a progressive.
70% of his supporters refuse to choose. If Marine Le Pen wins, Jean-Luc Mélenchon will be convicted and sentenced by the court of history.
So despite Macron still retaining a strong lead in the polls, there is still a large chunk of undecided voters who may well swing the numbers either way. Tonight, of course, is the final TV debate between the two candidates before Sunday's voting, and the final chance for both candidates to win the hearts and minds of that large chunk of undecided voters. It will be interesting to see how the polls add up after that takes place. We'll bring you all the latest news, of course, from the election here from Paris.
Yeah, we certainly will. We've got a special great programming again coming from just outside the Eiffel Tower there across the weekend. Hope you'll join us for that. Coming up here, more bad news from the Afghan capital. There was a deadly suicide attack there this morning. We'll tell you all about that and the rest of the headlines.